Welcome to Photography Side Hustle. My name is Christian, and today I want to talk about the Canon 60D versus the 70D. If you haven't bought either of them, if you watched my previous video where I purchased both of them on eBay, and now I've done a photo shoot with each of them, which one I prefer over the other, what one I recommend you to get if you haven't gotten one already. The biggest thing between the two cameras that really sets the two apart, in my opinion, is the fact that the 70D has a touch screen, which makes it really nice to be able to get through the menu. You can actually just touch stuff. You don't have to use dials to be able to get to where you want. If you were to press the Q button, you're able to just touch the ISO or the speed. If you need to bump up your exposure compensation, you're able to just do it all from the actual LCD screen on the 70D, where the 6D or 60D does not have any touch functionality to it. So to me, right off the bat, I really like the touch aspect of the newer Canon cameras. So the 70D right off the bat would win as far as that aspect goes. The other thing with the 60D in the custom controls, I like to set the set button to where when you press it, when you hold it and you use the dial, that you can adjust your ISO. So I don't have to take my eye off my viewfinder to be able to adjust the ISO. I can just hold the set button, I can turn the dial, and I can bump up my ISO or turn down the ISO. That's really a big thing for me. They don't give you the option with the 60D to do that, but the 70D does have that functionality. The other thing is that the 70D, the menu is very similar to the 6D, all the later cameras, 80D, 5D Mark IV, Mark III, even the 5D or 1DX Mark II or the original 1DX. So when you're learning this camera, the 70D, you will be able to transition a lot easier to the menus on the other cameras if you were to upgrade because of that. There's just a lot more you can do. The other thing that's really nice that came in the 70D that did not come in the 60D is the dual pixel CMOS autofocus. And when you're doing live view shooting for photography, the facial recognition works really well. Plus, with having the touch screen, you can just touch the face or faces of your subjects and the camera will focus to it, which the 60D, you're just pretty much all stuck with the shutter button or doing back button focus as far as achieving your focus that you want when you're on a photo shoot. Plus, if you decide to, let's say, do a vlog, do what I'm doing right now, this camera, the 70D, would be perfect for that. Right now I use the 80D, but if I needed to, I could use this camera as well. The other differences is that the 60D has an 18 megapixel sensor where the 70D has a 20 megapixel sensor. The 70D has built-in Wi-Fi, the 60D does not. I like having the Wi-Fi. I use it on my phone, hooking up the 70D to my phone, and I can actually use my phone as a remote to be able to take pictures. You can actually view the pictures. You can do a live view from your phone and be able to see what you're actually doing. Me and my wife, we've done a bunch of photos where we'll be out and about on a trip or whatever. I'll set up the camera on a tripod and I'll use my phone to actually take the pictures. So the 70D is a big advantage when it comes to that. The last thing I'd like to make a note of is that the 70D has the ability to make micro adjustments to the autofocus. The 60D does not. Sometimes you'll put on a lens that will either be back focused or front focused, but not focused on your subject. So you can go into micro adjustments and make some changes to make sure that your subject is actually focused and you're producing sharp images. So with all the features that are packed into the 70D versus the 60D, I would say that the 70D is a clear winner on what camera I would recommend buying. Spending the extra $100 to $200 more for the 70D is definitely well worth it. So to end this video, I would like to thank you for watching. Please click like if you liked the video. Make a comment as to what you would like to see done in future videos. And as always, happy shooting.